What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my walkthrough for the challenges for Duels of the Planeswalkers 2013. Today we're going to be taking on Stolen Goods, which I think is probably the most boring challenge in the group or in the batch, but it's still got some good stuff that we can learn. You have a troll laden with equipment. After your opponent steals it, can you still win on your turn? Yeah, we can. So this one's actually going to start out on our opponent's turn. He's going to have a crap ton of mana untapped and ready to go, and he's going to come at us. So that's what I meant by these challenges can be a little different than maybe what we're used to in some of the earlier versions. Yeah, explanation again. So there you go. He's got one card in hand, about 60 billion mana. So he's going to come at us with any day now. Mind Control. He's going to grab our little buddy here. So now he's our traitor. And he's a pretty big dude. He's 8-7 now. He's got a bunch of stuff on him. So now it's officially our turn. Let's go ahead and just take a look at what we've got going on over on his side of the field now after he's robbed us. He's got our buddy Crudgel Troll. He's got enough mana to regenerate him as well, which is not good. He's got Mind Control on him. He's also got the Green Ring on him, Volkshock Battle Gear, and that's it. The Green Ring is going to give him Trample and +1/+1 every one of his upkeeps, and the Battle Gear is just a solid +3/+3. So he's pretty beefy. He's an 8-7 right now. Also over on Talrand's side of the field is Pit Trap. 2 and a tap, you can sacrifice Pit Trap and destroy target attacking creature without flying. It can't be regenerated. So that's pretty bad looking for us, because on our side we've got a pacified Leatherback Baloth, whatever. It's an amazing 3-drop. 4/5 for 3 is just super solid. Great card. But he's been pacified, which once again means that he can't attack or block, so he's not going to be a whole lot of use to us. That is not what we want. And then over here on our side of the field again, our other card is going to be Garruk's Pack Leader. Whenever another creature with power 3 or greater comes to the battlefield, we get a card. And he's also equipped with Lightning Greaves, which gives him Shroud and Haste. So there's kind of a lot going on, seemingly, on the field right now. In our hand, we've got a Plains, which we'll go ahead and play because there's absolutely no reason not to. And we've got Divine Verdict, which is going to destroy target attacking or blocking creature. He's got no cards in hand, so we don't really have to worry about him. Like I said, though, he does have the 2 forests over there, so he can regenerate that troll. The kind of weird thing, though, is that we still own those equipments. So we can re-equip them. We can take them off of that creature and put them on either of our creatures, which makes this Mind Control, I mean, obviously it was the only play he had. He only had 1 card in hand, but it still makes it kind of weak because we're able to re-steal some of our goods back from him. The only thing that we have to worry about really is Pit Trap, which is going to be a problem. And actually, counterintuitive to what we might think, the fact that our card has Shroud right now is actually a huge problem. And the reason for that is that Shroud and Hexproof's nowhere on the field, but it's just important to mention Shroud and Hexproof. Hexproof is the better version of Shroud, because while they do the same thing essentially, Hexproof is your opponent can't cast or target spells or cast spells or use abilities that target your creature, whereas Shroud means that your opponent and you, neither of you, can target that creature. Your creature cannot be targeted by any spells or abilities. So the problem here is that our equip costs are abilities. So Garruk's Pack Leader essentially is dead on the field right now. He's unusable almost. Now we can remedy this though, and that's going to be the main thing, the main trick to conquering this challenge. But it also works off of what Trample does and how it assigns damage, which we already dealt with in one of the earlier challenges as well. So this one kind of builds, but it's just a little anticlimactic. So let's go on here and let's take one more look at the equipment this guy has. Now the first thing that we want to do when we're taking a look at this is we want to make our guy be able to be the target of spells or abilities. Now, just for our turn, because we can't forget about Pit Trap over here. As soon as we attack with our pack leader, if we don't have the Greaves on him at that point, he's going to be targeted by Pit Trap. He's going to die. Not to mention the fact that our other buddy over there can regenerate. It's just a huge mess we don't need to be involved in right now. So the first thing we have to do is make sure that we can at least affect our creature. And we're going to go ahead and target our other creature, our pacified one, and go ahead and shift the Greaves over to him. Now, a lot of you might originally take a look at this and try and do that to get rid of the pacifism so that we can swing in with both creatures. That would be lethal damage. But the pacifism's already resolved, so it's already on that creature. So it's not gonna fall off him just because it has Shroud now. So that is part of the problem that we have, and that might be the first instinct would be to do that, and when it doesn't work you might get a little frustrated, but this actually is not that hard to beat once we do this. We're going to go ahead and equip our ring back onto our pack leader, which is going to give him trample, and that's lethal damage right there. That 4 is lethal. So now we have to look at this, and we look at our battle gear, which is still very tempting because it's going to give our creature +3/+3, and it's going to go ahead and lower Cudgel Troll by 3/3, which will make him a lot more manageable. But the thing is that he still can be revived. He can still be regenerated if we just swing in and attack that creature. We won't win this turn. We're still going to be in trouble. And the 3 is not going to bring his attack down low enough to not kill our pack leader. Another important thing we have to do before I forget is re-equip Greaves onto our pack leader so that we can attack without activating that Pit Trap, Spike Trap, crazy, whatever it is. The one thing about regeneration, though, that's really the linchpin into winning this particular challenge is the fact that a regenerated creature is tapped and removed from battle. So if we're able to destroy that creature with Divine Verdict, even though it's blocking us, the fact that we have Trample is going to carry that 4 damage over onto Talrand because the defense would be negated at that point. So that's why we don't actually need anything to do with Full Shock Battle Gear. Actually using that is going to make us lose this duel, where otherwise we would have it clinched at this point. So we'll just go ahead and move into our combat phase. I'll show you what I'm talking about in action. We're going to attack for 4. He's going to go ahead and declare blockers, as he should, and we'll go ahead and use Divine Verdict to destroy that creature. He doesn't even bother regenerating it because it wouldn't matter, because the 4 damage is going to go ahead and resolve and defeat Talrand. So there you go, you guys. That is one more challenge in the books for us there. Stolen Goods, I believe, was the name. I hope that helped you out if you were having a little bit of difficulty with that challenge. If you liked the video, be sure to check out my channel. I got a lot of other Let's Plays and stuff up there for you to enjoy as well. But for right now, thanks a lot for watching, you guys. I will see you tomorrow.